favorite character. But the story seemed cohesive and well written, and then all of a sudden there's these two kids. And I'm just like, what? I felt jerked around. I didn't like it at all.
Right. Like, it felt like the entire first half of the story was solely focused on, like, Light and Elle, you know, going at it, trying to get each other.
Right. I think they could have ended it there, but not gone it. Like, they replaced Light, or they replaced Elle with two super geniuses. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No, you could have gone in a totally different direction, like maybe a humble street detective figures it out or something. You know, not
or like
two more orphan kids that are super mega geniuses and like to play with trains.
Or like, or if there was like a different character, like if certain characters didn't die in the first half of the series, they could have been a good replacement for Elle in the second half. Is sort of like my personal
right,
opinion.
like that girl.
Yeah, Ray Penbar's wife.
Right.
Like, she seemed like she would have been an awesome like character.
Right. Like, she wasn't a super mega genius, but she had her head on her shoulders.
She had a reason to want to get Kira.
She had a reason to care, other
than just being justice, you know.
Exactly.
She lost her husband and she wanted revenge.
Like, she could have been in a coma or something and gotten up, you know, woken up instead of just being croaked off.
Yeah, and they sort of if they wanted to make it so that Light still tried to write her name in the notebook like he did, and like still have the scene where she like walks away and, you know, implying that, you know, she killed herself.
Yeah.
Like, you could still have that, but make it so that this other character that sort of replaces Elle is a bit more of a mystery until probably like a few episodes into the second half, and then have it revealed to be, you know, her.
Right.
That would have been like a really good twist.
Exactly.
Because it would get the audience, you know, asking like, how is she still here? How did she like resist, you know?
Right. Did somebody save her and stop her? And then, you know, does the death note, if it's not successful in a certain amount of time, wear off? Like, the curse is gone?
Could people, like, have some sort of resistance to it?
Exactly.
Maybe it's something that's inside her that sort of makes her, like...
Right.
You know, that...
Or, like, if someone had interrupted her from doing it. You know, then it's not just like the death note is all powerful. People can intervene and change fate.
Yeah.
You know.
That would have been an interesting twist. And also in the second half, I feel like not only were the two main other replacements for Elle, not only did I feel like they were uninteresting characters, but it feels like everyone else was sort of like just going through the motions.
Exactly.
Like, any time where it was solely focusing on like the other detectives and, you know, Light and Ryuk being there too. Like, it feels like
everybody just gave up.
Yeah. Like, the first half of the show had a sort of like distinct look to it.
And passion.
Yeah. But the second half sort of like it was just trudging along until like the very, very end.
Right. Like, if they weren't going to give it 100% effort, just end it. Like, and let Light,
you know,
have at it. Let him go nutters and kill all the criminals and see who else he kills. But not just half-ass it like they did.
Yeah, and also the sort of like ending, even in the final episode where they eventually do like figure out that it really was Light the entire time. It felt like that entire segment was sort of like put together at the last minute. Right,
and like boom, 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 and you didn't have a chance to care about these two. Like, you didn't care. I didn't care about the kid and his trains. No. Super genius. I couldn't have cared less about him. Or that the other one turned on it. Like, yeah. Like, they're so... Who cares? Like, in that little bit of time that girl that was married to that other guy... I forget it. I don't know anybody's name. And even in my real life, I'll call you honey and sugar because I don't know your name. It's not disrespect. I don't know your name. I know you're Ben, but... It's been 19 years, so I should better know.
The girl.
That girl that, you know...
Yeah.
Even though she was only in like what, 1 or 2 episodes
Yeah.
tops, I cared about her. There was something about her that made me want her not to do that and to be successful, you know. But these 2 kids are like, oh, dead, who cares?
Yeah.
Eh.
And it's a funny thing. We've talked about all this sort of stuff, but there's one particular character that we haven't yet to talk about, and she's probably the most infamous part to come out of Death Note as a whole, and that character is Misa. When I first showed you the series, you hated
Yes.
Misa.
Yeah.
You hated her as a character.
She was drawn adorable.
Yeah.
She was so cute, beautifully drawn. But
She was an annoying character.
exactly. Like, and not in a cute annoying way, like, oh, I can tolerate that she's annoying because, you know, I mean, no, she was annoying. Oh, I want to slap the taste out of her mouth, get her off the screen, you know, find somebody else.
And I feel like as the series went on, she had they had less and less for her to actually do. Because in the first half of the series, you know, it was revealed that she had her own Death Note. She had a demon with her too, and you know, her goal was to figure out who Kira was and to meet them. And you know, they sort of made it so that, you know, she did sort of pre-plan this entire thing, which, you know, is definitely smart for her, especially for a character like her. But after she decides to get rid of the Death Note and all her memories of it, and, you know, of Light being Kira and all that, after that is all gone, that sort of part of her sort of like fades away as well, and like her quote unquote likability sort of gets thrown away too, and I feel like that's when she really becomes like an unlikable kind of character.
Right, I didn't like her from the minute. I thought, oh, she's cute. You watch it for 10 minutes, I'm like, nope, next.
So, other than her and the 2 other detectives, what did you think of like all the other characters? Characters like Light and Ryuk and, you know, the other detectives on like the police force.
Well, I liked Light and I liked the demon, Ryuk. I would have liked to have like had a little bit more of their world shown.
Of Ryuk's world?
Yeah, I don't know, just like maybe more like that could have been interesting in the second part, like another demon has dropped off his Death Note and they're on the other side of the world, you know.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, I felt sorry for the dad. The mom was not even.
His other parents really didn't get much screen time at all.
No, but I felt bad for his dad being a detective and everything and having this whack job for his son.
His dad gets like a lot of stuff thrown at him during the series.
Yes.
And like I feel like the like main like pinpoint moment when that happens is during the scene after like Misa, Light, and his dad are all in like those cells, because Light is thinking that he's Kira and L thinks that Misa's the second Kira. I feel like that's the moment where we get to see like a lot of what these sort of events are doing to his dad.
Yeah.
And I feel like there should have been like a few other moments like that.
Yeah.
And I think that would be like a great like sort of development for like his father, his father.
And I liked the mobsters. That was pretty funny. And that angle, I enjoyed that. On the whole, I liked it.
So overall, you really liked the series.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Would you go and like
the first part? Like after that, like that just tanks it.
So would you say you wouldn't rewatch it again if only because of the second half of the series?
I probably wouldn't rewatch it again. No.
I can understand that. There are like specific moments that I'd want to like rewatch.
Right, like certain episodes, like you could go back, but I would, yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like we sort of covered everything that we really can about the series.
There is an anime that I would watch again.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to leave that for the next time we do a talk about anime video. So, I personally hope that you all enjoyed this video of me and Ma talking. Thank you, Ma, for being with me for this video. And until we see you all next time, I'm Ben Contreras.
I'm just Mama.
And bye.
Bye.